It has been at least 3 months since the coronavirus outbreak first occurred at Wuhan in mainland China. With this short time span, this newly found virus, also known as COVID-19, has spread across the globe. Altogether, of the death count or the death toll that the coronavirus has brought to the world, it has been more in China as compared to the entire globe, because China could not take preventions against this virus, because this happened all of a sudden. According to the latest news, this epidemic has changed its epicenter from China to Europe and mainly and majorly affecting Italy and Spain. Today, Italy has the most reported cases for coronavirus, and Spain behind Italy. When many countries like Italy and Spain, Germany, etc. are suffering from the coronavirus, a few countries like Taiwan, Hong Kong, Singapore, and South Korea could successfully contain the spread of this virus as early as its first outbreak. Taiwan, Hong Kong, Singapore, China, excluding China, South Korea, these countries had closed their borders with China as soon as the first outbreak occurred. And by following closing the schools and other places where people could be crowded, and also contact tracing the cases. Singapore contact traced all suspect cases and tested them. They tested all pneumonia and flu-like cases. From this, India and other countries who are now under this pandemic should learn the most important lessons, that it is very important to react as quick as possible with the public health services. Many advanced nations like USA failed to contain the spread of this virus, mainly because they failed to recognize the seriousness of this issue, nor did they act properly and clearly before this, when the first outbreak happened, and they only started to take this into account seriously when the death toll increased. India is one of the countries who could maintain a high-risk response to this pandemic and has not had any community outbreaks recently. And also, India is in the second phase and still they have a very low infection rate. The WHO or the World Health Organization quoted India's containment as impressive, and as an Indian, I am proud. Well, there are some worries because everybody thinks, or the experts think, the worst is on its way, because people believe that there are still some cases that have not been yet tested and which can cause further chaos to the country. India declared curfew, a national curfew, on March 22 from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. The state government started proper airport screenings, contact tracings and emergency health responses as soon as the first death cases were reported in Wuhan due to the virus. And by the end of February and the early of March, all of the schools were closed. As a Keralite, I believe that our government held us strong and showed us the way out of the two very disastrous floods and this Nipah. So, as a Keralite, I still believe that this government will hold our hands strong and find us a way out of this pandemic.